Hello and welcome to Farmspace. I'm here with Limousins SA's president, winner, overall winner, champion in the male and female categories. And I'm a very proud John Davonport here, and someone that really deserves it. Comes 50 years of breeding and just showing what he can do and what determination can do. John, welcome again, and thank you for talking to me.
Thank you, Tinus. Like your top that you're wearing.
Yeah, lovely. Suits me really well. I must be well muscled to fit into a limousine bull. Top. John, this is not your big show for the limousines. It's sort of for sort of a smaller show, interprovincial sort of show. But the animals here tonight were top quality.
Yeah, thank you, Tinus. What was nice is normally I show on my own or with one other breeder if we're lucky. This evening we had 5 breeders and we had about 40 animals, and it really was lovely. It was sort of like a mini nationals that we have. So great to be back in Bloemfontein, 140-year anniversary, and it was special under this tent with all the lights.
Yeah, I think. Sorry if I interrupted you there.
No.
I think the very nice thing for me is seeing younger generation, not necessarily young, but guys in their 30s, early 40s, coming through, showing. But we're interested, we're keen, and we want to show who we are. And they're competitive, but they're still enjoying every bit of this.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a very nice young team of guys, enthusiasts. I call it inspired enthusiasm because that's what they are. They're amazing. Kjartan Schooner, Jess and Chrissy Walker, Dennis Magagani, and Daphne. Amazing. We're so lucky and blessed to have these young breeders coming through and really keen to show and keen to do and having fun doing it as well. Yeah.
Yes. The limousine it's a medium frame, but it's a bigger medium frame bull if you look at it. It does carry a lot of meat. And it's easy to say these breeds might not adapt everywhere in the country, but as far as I've seen them in Botswana, in the sand veld. I've seen them in the northern or Limpopo province.
Yes.
I've seen them in Malanga, Free State, very dry, or not dry, but sour Free State areas,
yes.
And then Western Cape. So they technically walking all over the country really and adapting quite well.
Very well. AJ's just been visiting a whole lot of Free State farmers, commercial farmers, and recently, and very impressed with the calves that he's seeing. All the muscle and the meat on these young calves, which have been crossed to the Limousine bulls. Yeah. So doing very well.
Doing very well. Yeah. Last time we spoke was just before your auction. You had a very good auction. We've got one more auction left in the year for the breed, but it's definitely showing that in terms of where the limousines are going, in a tough meat year, the limousine stud breeding is still going well, and that's important.
Yeah, and I would encourage any limousine breeder or bull buyer to attend AJ's auction. He really puts a big effort into it, and he's got excellent cattle. There will be brilliant cattle on at the end of August. Bull breeding time, bull buying time. So it'd be a good opportunity to pick something up at AJ's sale down in Tilbach.
Yeah, see what there is for everyone. And it's not just stud buyers, he's got a very strong commercial market all over the country, Zambia as well,
yes.
Botswana as well. So he does have that buying power coming from all over Southern Africa.
Yes.
And he's shown that the limousine is very popular under the commercial buyers.
Absolutely. No, AJ's done very well. A young, talented, enthused breeder. We're lucky to have AJ. And the likes of Derek LaRue as well. We're very blessed.
John, you're walking away tonight with 2 prizes, the 2 big prizes of the night. But you didn't start with this. You started and you told me the first show you did, you had to walk away with your head on your chest and your tail between your legs.
That's quite right.
And 30 years later, you can come back and say, I've learned something. I'm proud of what I'm doing. But you came here, you didn't take it personally. You didn't say, listen, I'm horrible, or the judges. You went back and say, I need to take a step up. You got the right guys involved. And you're growing. And that's sort of, from where I'm standing, every young breeder should look up, come here and learn, and take it home and make sure that if they're not sure, they have someone to help them. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think I realized that when the first show here at Bloemfontein, we came here and I thought I'd bought a magnificent bull and they put him one side and I thought, well, he'd won the class. And the next minute, they placed all the other bulls and just sent him out quietly on the side. That was my experience. And then I realized that I needed help and got hold of a Mr. Chris Morea, who was a mentor, like a father to me. And he taught me about breeding cattle and what I've got to do and where I've got to go. And it took a while, but about 3 or 4 years after Chris had joined, we came to another nationals, and with 3 animals, we won 7 firsts. So the bug had bitten, and we were ready to go. And then from there, you keep on. You never stop. I mean, even now, you've got to rebuild, reinvent the wheel, keep trying and trying new things, and because the guys are very good, and especially in the interbreed, it's very tough to win. And I know I'm not looking so forward to Friday. So it's not going to be a walk in the park. This is going to be tough.
But you just come from the bull growth competition as well, by Flash and Troll, and there you showed again that the Limousin doesn't stand back for any other breed. Top 5, the bulls did very well, and is another long bull. But what an exceptional animal, and showing that this wasn't an accident here and then. It's not just under the breed here, but coming up through the phase C and phase D testing, you're still showing your worth.
No, thank you. We were, I think, blessed and privileged to breed such a long bull with lots of muscle and carrying a lot of meat on him. And he did well.
John, thanks for everything you do for the breed or for cattle in this country. It's been a pleasure.
No, thank you, Tinus. Lovely to have you and lovely to be here with you this evening.
Always great being back at Bloem. Okay, there you have it. Here from Bloem Show, the president of the Limousins, an old breeder, 30 years, 3 decades of knowledge standing here next to me. And you can't buy that. You can only learn from it. Until next time, cheers.